Well, hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour today. Still doing Natasha Denona. We are into the lucky dip. I've lost count of days by now, but before we get to see what we are doing today, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. So let's dive in and see what we've got today. Okay, so let's see what we've got today. Okay, we have the Mini Love palette. This is not one of my favourites. We have two mattes. These are sort of satiny shimmers. They are shimmers, but not as intense as normal. And then this is more like a bit of a topper. Okay, this is a palette that I probably like this more than the Midi Love, but she's not one of my favourites. So going in with that lighter pink. I don't know, it's probably not the right undertones for my skin. I don't know, there's just something. People love this palette and I feel like I don't get the hype with this particular one. So just bringing that through the transition area. It's really gripping to my matte paint pot base today. I've gone in with a fluffier blender now. And again on the other side. That's better. That's moving across it. And it's not creating it as intense. And just bringing it into under the eyebrows. So a lot of the placement on these is very, very similar. It's just showing you how the blend works and how I would use all of these shades. Angle, don't forget to angle down and sort of push up and out, and it diffuses it. Now going in with this brush again that I started using, as you can see it's an angled fluffy brush. I'm using it as a packer. This will work better going in with that darker shade and stamping it in there. And that's how it works better. Stamping it around. You watch me end up changing my mind on this because it's been so long since I've used it. And that happens. We fall in and out of love with palettes. Okay, I've just cleaned off a brush that I've got. Dipping into that just in on the end. Tapping it off. And just working around the edges of this at the moment to diffuse that out. Now pulling that in and working up. Don't forget to keep checking, looking straight ahead into your mirror. Same again, just tapping into the end. Just buffing over the edges, pulling that. You can see I'll pull that in and that moves the eyeshadow. So the importance of a transition is that it allows you to seamlessly help with the blend. It gives you a base to put stuff on and stops it being a harsh line between your shades. Just go back and forth with that, just working around the edges. Back into that first colour now like we always do. just very lightly over the edges to bring that back. Clean the brush off and then back again. Okay, so I've stuck my finger into the shimmers. This is this one on the end, and this is this here. As you can see, as I tilt it, it shifts from that pink to a sort of goldy colour. It's the duochrome in it coming out. So going across the top, just tapping that in the centre of the lid there for now. Not adding too much there. I think this is the colour that lets me down out of them. I'm not a huge fan of this particular shade, which is why we will go over the top of that in a second. Yeah, I'm not the greatest fan of that shade in particular. I've just used a nude liner in my waterline, going in with that matte, darkest matte again, and stamping that as our eyeliner. You know the drill by now. We will buff that out with the lighter matte. I'm going to start doing a bit more variety in some of them down the track, but for this particular exercise of doing these, we are going to just stick to doing it like this, where I'm showing you to use all the shadows. Using this brush that we used for the darker shade, we'll start by just working that along the lash line a bit, just to soften that. Then going in and just underneath to buff that a bit better. Turn it over as you move to the other side. And just buff that out. My mouth is making all sorts of noises, gosh oh my. Okay, so now let's get to this duochrome. Really coat it on your finger. And pull that right across the lid. Now already I prefer the impact this has got than that. And across this side now. If you are using a brush to do this because you have got fingernails, don't forget to spray your brush with some setting spray to create colour payoff, help with the intensity of it, and to also prevent fallout. Okay, got a couple of little pieces that exactly that has happened, so just getting a fluffy brush and using a light hand to flick off. Going into this lightest shimmer now. Don't forget to tap off and just work that in to the corner and bring up. And into the tear duct. Okay. So I think you can see the difference. I didn't tap that one off. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. This is a lot more intense than this, so. But make sure to really press it in so that it doesn't end up falling on your face. Now, just got a little bit right on the end, and I'm just putting that just under the top of my brow. I don't use too much up there just because I'm quite meaty. So that is where the eyes are at the moment. I am going to go and finish my makeup and I'll be back with the finished look. Well, we are back with the final look. As per usual, I will list everything that I've put on my face in the description box. I am using, very lightly, this is gorgeous. Let's go in a bit harder. But it is not about the Fenty gloss. It is about what's going on in the eyes. Look, I've ended up really liking the look. It's still not my favourites. I think I prefer more more purplishy based when I'm in this pink. This is quite a rosy pink. Yeah, I really like rose colours, so don't know what's going on. It's a pretty look. I'm saying that with every single one of them, aren't I? Probably because I know the palettes so well. So I know, like, none of them I've only ever used the once. This one, in fact, I've used quite a few times trying to get to a point where I'm really, really happy with the look. And truth be told, today might actually be that day. Maybe I just haven't used the right combination. Hold on, I've got something under my eye. Maybe just haven't used the right combination of the rest of the products on my face before to be really happy with how it's come out. But today I'm pretty happy. Let me know what you think. Do you like this look? Is it something that you would wear? We are down to, what have we got left? We've still got a lot. We've still got 7. Still got 7, including, and then the rest are pretty standard neutrals, but we still have all of these to go. So, what are we going to come up with tomorrow? Until next time, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends to come along, subscribe to the channel, hang out for a bit, come and say hello, introduce yourself, tell me a bit about yourself. I'd love to know who you are, what your age is, where you're from. Let me know if you've got any crazy pets, anything like that. Until next time, bye.